First of all, very many congratulations on winning the Premier League title again.
Thank you.
Now, given the circumstances of this season, how does this title success feel? How does it compare to your other title successes?
No, it's quite similar. It's always is difficult, always a big pleasure. This one, due to the pandemic situation around the world, is that makes this title a little bit different. But the pleasure to win and the amount of effort behind makes every title, especially the Premier League, is always so important and so nice.
And still one more trophy to go for as well. With that in mind, I just wonder, how is Kevin De Bruyne? How near full fitness is he? And how careful do you have to be with him between now and the Champions League final?
And there's still injuries, getting better. And when he will be fit, he will come to training, and the guys will be completely fit, 100% mental physicality. They're going to play the chance to play the final. Before we have 3 games that they're going to give information about how is the team and the players, and to play the last game of the season.
Go to Mike Minay from BBC Manchester.
Hi, Pep, congratulations.
Thank you.
Having done the title 3 games early, with the Champions League coming at the end of May, does that help you? Is that beneficial at all?
It's what it is. Important is win the title, no matter when. We did it in this time, and we're going to prepare this next game, Newcastle and Brighton and Everton. Of course, we're for the last game against Chelsea in the final Champions League, but in the best way to prepare the finals, training good every day and play good the 3 games that we have ahead of us.
And Jurgen Klopp said earlier that he texted you. He texted you in Ilkay Gundogan wishing you congratulations. What did he say in that text, and how nice is it that a manager of a rival club recognises what you've achieved this year?
I appreciate a lot. Him and Carlo Ancelotti has done it, so I appreciate a lot, both of them. So I could not answer messages, not yet, but I will do it today. And I appreciate a lot. I admire both of them. Jurgen, of course, it was an inspiration for me. He make me, through his teams in Dortmund and Liverpool, better manager. He make me think a lot about discover the games and the opponents and everything. So it's, I would say so. Thank you so much. I appreciate it a lot. Him and Carlo have done.
Simon Stone.
Hi Pep, congratulations.
Thank you.
When you came to England, you admitted that there were a lot of people who wondered whether you could succeed here with your football. Winning the titles that you've done, winning the trophies that you've done, what does that make you feel?
Especially really good for the people we work with this 5 years. So this title, we talk about that, is important, but we make a big picture of the situation. Manchester City, the last decade, last 10 years won 5, the last 8 won 4, the last 5 won 3. So that is incredible. So that is more important than win this title, for example. So the last, I don't know how many years we are in the Champions League every season, and we won 5 in this country in last decade. Won 5 years to 10 is massive, and it means a lot of managers, means a lot of players, sport directors. So many people working in this club to achieve what we achieve, and this is, I think, we are proud the most of this organization, because we sustain the success, or we sustain the work ethic, or we sustain many good things for a long time. Because of course, win 3 in the last 4 years is, I never expected when we arrived, be honest, because I know how changed everything in this country, and always we were there. Even last season we could not compete against Liverpool, but they were unstoppable. But we were second, we were there, and every season we are close to the top. And the target next season will be this one, to be close up there, But every season I had the feeling it's more difficult. Every season I had the feeling that comparing the first year when I arrived, the opponents are stronger, the managers are stronger, and every year United is stronger. Liverpool will be back like previous seasons because they have unlucky that many injuries in the same position. Chelsea is not necessary to tell what is going to be. Look, Leicester, like every say, no, Leicester, in every season, last season always is there. And new outcomers, Arsenal, they trust with Mikel because I know perfectly Mikel. They will make a step forward next season. So many clubs. So that's why look at West Ham, how good they play this season. Unfortunately, maybe they are not playing or winning last games because Declan Rice is so important for them, and Antonio was injured too. So many clubs. That's why it's a massive achievement this season due to the massive contenders that we had. More than delight. So a lot of effort behind, and I have to admit it. So 19 December until 7 or 8 of March, in this period, we won all the games and all competitions. When we achieve this, you have to win the Premier League, for sure.
Thank you, Simon. And James Savundra.
Many congratulations on the title win. Can you talk us through some of the celebrations on Tuesday night? How important was it to have an evening where you were able to appreciate what you've achieved?
Yeah, it was so nice. Normally the parties, the unexpected parties are the nicest ones and are the works better. We organize a big party, normally it's more boring than it would happen last Tuesday, like after Leicester won in Old Trafford. All together we came here, and when we work in our bubble, like everyone is safe, and yeah, we drink a little bit, we dance, we hug a lot, we remember how good it was, and especially at 11:30, 12 arrived 10-15 pizzas, and that was the best moment of the night.
What's your favourite flavour of pizza?
I don't know. I was not in my perfect conditions to decide which one I ate, but I think all of them was so good. What's the best moment? The pizza at 10:30. Here in England, the party is always just alcohol. It's not food. I don't understand why. So, and the moment Mark decided to bring the pizzas was perfect. It was a nice moment. All together here, we celebrate really good. We have it after training a little bit. Today we prepare good the training for tomorrow and go on.
James, next we go to Hugh Ferris.
Hi Pep, congratulations. You mentioned that long run of games, and we've spoken about what happened in December to help that happen, but you signed your new contract in November when things weren't going quite so well. How significant do you think that was for the squad, for the club, for the stability it offered? And given that you said before that you weren't sure if players would still listen to you after 5 years at a club, are they still listening to you?
Yeah, Hugh, there is 2 points. In the terms of the club, I don't know, stability, but that it's true. When everybody knows the manager will be the next 1 or 2 or 3 years, that makes certain stability. Saying that, the contracts of the manager are so volatile because if you don't win, you will be sacked. So that's why the player has the contract, but the manager, if you don't win, it doesn't matter how 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, you will be, you will be fired. Everybody knows it. But of course, listen, the players trust you, especially if you win. If you don't win, even you are 1 month, 3 years, 5 years, they see weakness of what you have done. Even what we have done so far in the recent past, we won a lot. If you start to lose, they start to believe, or they start to doubt about you. So the best way to convince them is try to win games. And after that, but personally, is a special gratitude to Mike, of course, sport director Chiki. He's a friend of mine, an important person in this role. Without him, will be difficult still longer. But especially Khaldun. I traveled to see him in November, and we have long discussions together, and he convinced me that still we have a lot of work to do, and I trust him a lot. And I said, the way he said to me, I said, okay, we're going to try it again in the next years. And part of the reason why my happiness here or success we had is but his determination to convince me to say we still have to do it, because we cannot forget we come from disappointment from Lyon in quarterfinals for the Champions League the previous season, no holidays, and we start with a lot of up and lows, up and downs, not very clear, and that is the big difference. What I found, well, I had the feeling in sometimes in other clubs and other, I would not say because I've always been supportive in Barcelona and in Bayern Munich, but I had the feeling that the manager always been supportive when you have success. And I cannot forget now my first season here, where I didn't win anything, the behavior of my chairman. And I cannot forget the big disappointment personally against Lyon, the support I had from my chairman. And that's why it's part of our success. It's absolutely dedicated to him, to support me, like me support my backroom staff because I support them, and of course the players to continue to do it. Saying that, now we have 3 weeks ahead of us to prepare a dream come true, to play the final Champions League. And yeah, the show must go on next season. So we're going to try to be strong next season.
Last question for the embargo. So if you have a question in the embargo, you can start to use the raise hand function now, please. Last question we'll take from Andy Hampson.
Oh, Pep, congratulations on the title.
Thank you.
News today that Porto is now going to host the Champions League final rather than Wembley or Istanbul. What are your thoughts on that, please?
UEFA decide that, we are going to go there. Nothing to add. So, Turkey, I have a pleasure to go to Istanbul because since my period as a football player in Barcelona, I never had the opportunity again to go there. Not even never in Champions League. I had the draw in Barcelona by Munich and here to go there. For Gundogan, for Ilkay, I wanted to go there, but unfortunately the UEFA decided to go to Porto. We're going to be a Portugal, so no problem at all.
Sheikh Mansour tweeted his congratulations the other night. I was just wondering, has a Sheikh been in touch with you personally about winning the title or reaching the Champions League final?
Yesterday we have a lovely chat all together, players, backroom staff, with Khaldoun, and on behalf Sheikh Mansour translate the congratulations.
Hello, congratulations, Pep.
Thank you, Jack.
The conversations you had with Khaldoun in November when you saw him, you mentioned before that he said that there's lots of work to do. Are you able to describe what that work is, what it looks like?
I saw he trusts me. I cannot assure him that success. I cannot assure anyone how it's going on. No one can assure it. I saw in his eyes. I saw in the way in our dinners together with the families and everyone. I saw I trust you, Pep. And it doesn't matter what happens, you have to do it. And what not happened in the bad moments, happened in the first season, and especially after Lyon, I cannot say no. Because always the managers all around the world been supporting in the good moments. You know? So normally you are sacked because you don't win games, but nobody knows the reason why they hire you, they contact you. They don't know. I don't know still right now. Here I knew it. First because I have Ferran, a CEO, but especially Chiqui Begiristain, that we work together in Barcelona. We know we are in the same path in the way we want to play, in the way we want to live, and the respect for the organization. And Chiqui and myself always think the club is miles away above of all our heads. So the most important thing is the organization. So, and everything we take a decision, what is the best for Man City, always we're going to make a good decisions. And that's why the egoism for the players or the bad behaviors of the players and don't think more about themselves than the club, that annoy me a lot. They know it many times. Understand they want to play, but always the club is more important than all of us. We are here for the moments, for a period of time. If we win, we'll be longer. If we don't win, we'll be shorter. But here remains something, is the history of this club. And the history of the club, unfortunately for the people, don't start for 10 years ago or 15 years ago. It start from main road. It start when it was in second division and 30,000 or 40,000 people take a bus, train, and go a games away to support the team. This is our history. And thanks Sheikh Mansour took over the club, we step another level to competitions. But the history is the history that the people love. And it doesn't matter to love one club to win titles. But we have to defend this legacy for our previous managers, players, and so on. and that's why when I saw in his eyes in our conversation said, it doesn't matter what happened, we have to continue together. We decide there, okay, we're going to stay longer.
Thank you, Jack. We'll go to David Mooney next. I don't have any other hands raised, guys, so if there's any other questions in the embargo, then please just use the raise hand function. David?
Hi, Pat. Congratulations on the title.
Thank you.
You mentioned before about the support that you've had from above and from the backroom staff as well. I wanted to just ask you about the impact that Juan Leo's had since he's arrived. He's been at City nearly a year now. What's he brought to you in the squad for this season?
Listen, before talk Juanma, I want to talk from Rodo as well. Rodo was incredible supportive. It's 5 years together as well. He was incredible supportive in the preparation, the trainings and lectures of the game, and many things. It was so important to me. Rodo make an incredible step forward this season. I knew him a little bit for our period in the academy from Barcelona, but not much. But now he's a friend of mine, close, and it was so important in many things. Juan is a friend from a long time ago. I went to Mexico to be trained with him. I learned a lot being there as his football player. He sees something like I'm not able to see, and especially has something so important for me. He's an incredible optimistic, incredible. Always has ability, have two things. One is this one, optimistic. And the second one, never ever speak bad for another person, never. Normally in these groups, always the people when they start to lose games or not going well, always to find excuses to speak bad to the other one. Juanma is completely the opposite. Always see the positive things of the human being, always see the positive skills for the player, always sees the in the bad moments, always have the tendency to find how good is going to come in the next weeks, in the next month. Normally the manager will have a lot of pressure, all the managers knows it, for the media, for the decision, the players who play, the training, how do you have to do. And have this balance with Juanma helped me a lot. Personally, he has to say the right words in the right tempo to me, of course to the players sometimes what we need. A part of the skills of the vision of what happened. That's why this year both of them so important. But of course, I have one person, like we start for the day one in Barcelona, is Lorenzo Buenaventura, that is our physical trainer. That is, again, is another one of the nicest persons I ever met, always helping. And we have incredible human guys here. That is the reason why in the bad moments, we were stable, we didn't drop, we were maintained positive, and the results and the quality came later.
Thank you, David. We'll go to Jamie Jackson.
Thank you.
Congratulations on the title.
Thank
Can
you.
you hear me?
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I hear you.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Jamie, yeah.
I hear you.
Yes?
Yes?
Okay, so, my apologies. So you now famously said after the West Brom draw this season that you didn't recognise your team, players were running too much without the ball. How did your team become like this? Because, you're so focused, so determined. Seemed a little bit surprised that, your own football team that you watch intently all the time kind of lost its way a little bit. I'm just wondering how that happened. Was it just a gradual thing?
Yeah, Jim, you have to know that in that period, especially I would say 3 weeks or 4 weeks before, or in that period, October, November. So we had a lot of COVID players, a lot of injured players, and we adjust the way we played more than the idea or the patrons, what we have to play for the quality of the players that were able to play. And you have to adjust some situations and the way we are playing that make me feel a little bit, okay, we win games, sometimes we draw, but I didn't recognize. So normally when I was in Barcelona by Munich, you could play good or bad or win games or lose games, but the pattern was there, always was clear the way we want to play. In that moment, I didn't know. I didn't recognize the team for the fact I don't represent what I want. You know, I don't see what I want. And after that was the moment in the West Ham, I was wrong that I said in the press conference we could have win because Gundogan and Rice had 2 clear chances, 5 meters penalty spot in front of the keeper, make it with safers. But it's not about that. We could have win that game, but didn't like what I saw. And after we reflect, I said, okay, come back, the A after B and after C, but start with the A. And A means something what we have done all the time, and it didn't work quite well in Southampton that we won because we won, but we didn't play so good. But after that, we continue to play better and better, winning games, and help us to get good mood, good confidence, and the rest came from himself.
Simon Baskowski.
Hi, Pep. Congratulations on your
Thank you.
title win. It's been a very difficult year for you, the team, and everyone. But looking from the outside, you don't seem to have been more content than you are now. Is that a fair assessment?
More content for next season.
Happier than ever, basically.
Me, myself.
Yeah,
I'm so happy. I said many times, right, the Premier League is the most important. Financially, the most important title of the season is qualify for the Champions League. Right now, in the modern football, qualification for the Champions League is for the organization, for the club, is the most important thing. The second one is the Premier League. Of course, the next one is the Champions League, and the other ones you fight for them as well. But the Premier League, of course, I'm incredible, satisfied and happy, and it's a lot of work, behind. Many games, different circumstances. Every team has problems. Every team had, up and downs and COVID situations and injured players and winter time. The most incredible this season is the toughest period. I said weeks ago, the toughest period in England is November, December, January, February. We won all games. So in the toughest period, we were incredibly consistent and determined to win every single game. And that's why in these 3-4 months, we won our job. We did our job, and after that, didn't make big mistakes. I think we won 32 games, the last 36. Last 36, 32. So when that's happened, it's a fantastic team. So, and we have done it.
Thank you, Simon. Last question then from Ian Whittle.
Hi, Pep. I just wonder, I think you've won 9 league titles in 12 years in management, and obviously City, as you say, have won 3 out of the last 5. I know you're a basketball fan. I remember reading Phil Jackson talking about how he motivated Michael Jordan to win year after year after year. I just wonder what motivates you, and more importantly, how do you motivate players who have just won everything? They've obviously got as much money as they'll ever need in life. How do you motivate these guys to keep going year after year, and yourself?
That's a good question. I think we are an athletes that we have at the end that the big competitors, the good competitors, as much as possible, and I would say one thing: we are financially strong. Without the good players, this is not possible. I said many times. We won 9 titles, of course, but Barcelona, Bayern Munich, and here. And it's easier to do it here than when you are in another club with less potential, that's for sure. I would say Phil Jackson won with Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant, and Shaquille O'Neal. Without them, maybe it would have been difficult, you know that? So we cannot, the managers never ever, we cannot forget. Our tactics and ideas just works because the quality, the players and the quality need support, financially support, and we have it. Saying that is I said it's so addictive to win. Win is so nice. You sleep better, you eat better, you laugh more, your relations with your family is better, everything is better with your friends, and it's addictive. And after that, so yeah, why should I stop when we can do it? Why should not try to win again when still we can do it? Why should not improve our game plan or our game when we can do it? Because from outside got the results, but on the pitch today I see the training, I see things that still I don't like, and we have to improve to the final, and that makes you do it. When you had the feeling that it's enough, that the pleasure to win another Premier League don't make you feel something special, or in Europe achieve something is not, and after is the moment to say bye-bye. But since they have this desire to win, and the players, of course, they love to play football, and they want to play still, they have it, we are going to continue to try to do it.
Okay, thank you everyone. Thank you.